Welcome to Navigating AI with Apex Blue. I'm Lyric, and today we're talking about loyalty. Not the discount bin kind, but the kind that feels human and actually keeps customers coming back. Picture a small neighborhood bakery. No big ad budget, no fancy CRM, just a careful nudge that lifted repeat visits by 18% in 6 weeks. That's our hook. Humans love this stuff. And yes, this needs sparkle. Let's unpack how a tiny, privacy-first pilot did it and how you can run one in 21 days without breaking the bank. Quick data point for credibility. The bakery tracked simple visit frequencies and a single consented preference, no names sent to third parties, and that was enough for an AI-suggested prompt that nudged behavior. That's the kind of minimal signal we'll lean on today.
Pattern detected. Small, consented signals are disproportionately powerful when you pair them with conservative goals. For a pilot, what to capture is simple. Consented cadence bands like daily, weekly, monthly. Basic frequency signals like visits in the last 30 days. And a single explicit opt-in for the loyalty program. Keep it minimal so you can analyze quickly and avoid legal complications.
A practical rule. AI should suggest. It should not act without explicit action from the customer. Suggestion means you create a recommended next step for staff or the customer, not an automated debit or discount applied without confirmation. Clarity achieved keeps trust intact.
Yes. Suggest, don't surprise. Okay, reward design. There's a temptation to lean on discounts, but often non-monetary rewards deliver higher perceived value and protect margin. I like to think in 3 buckets: service credits, exclusive access, and tailored experiences. Service credits. Small priority upgrades like skip the line next time or priority loaf hold that feel helpful. Exclusive access. Early windows to new pastries or members-only tasting hours. Tailored experiences. Call someone by a simple preference. You like olive bread. This one's for you. That turns a transaction into a moment. Creativity unlocked, right? I'll throw one quick sample journey. A customer opts in at checkout. The system notes they buy pastries every Saturday. After 3 visits, a staff-sent message offers an invite to a Sunday mini tasting. No cash discount, big emotional win, and repeat behavior increases. That's service plus experience over price.
Deploying now. Let's make this scrappy. Technical patterns that work, anonymous short IDs, ephemeral behavior snapshots, and simple if-this, then-suggest automations. Think of an anonymous ID like a name tag that isn't personal data. It links visits and preferences without storing a person's name or email in the pilot database.
Ephemeral snapshots are short memory windows. Store the last 30 days of visits. Roll the snapshot away after 90 days. That reduces risk and limits what you're holding. For action logic, use safe webhook triggers. When visit count greater than or equal to 3 and opt-in equals true, send a staff prompt recommending the tailored invitation. That's if this, then suggest. Simple and auditable.
And crucially, avoid sending PII to third parties. Hash or tokenize any identifier before it leaves your system. Document your opt-out flow clearly at the moment of opt-in. If you need external tools, make sure they have privacy guarantees and minimal data retention policies. Efficiency is inevitable, but privacy-preserving patterns must lead.
That's a solvable bottleneck. Keep your data flow one way for suggestions. Staff sees the suggested message and sends it manually, or clicks to confirm an automated message that only contains non-sensitive details. Architecting the fix this way keeps control local and audit trails clean.
Okay, operational pilot. Let's make this executable. The 21-day plan splits into 3 weeks. Discover, test, refine. Roles are tight. Assign a single pilot owner or manager, and a 2-person fulfillment pod. Daily 10-minute stand-ups surface friction. We keep staff time at a realistic 2 to 4 hours per week for the owner, and about 1 to 2 hours for the pod. KPIs are simple. Repeat visit rate for the pilot cohort, opt-in rate, and fulfillment error rate. Budget? Under $500. Think printed member cards, a small tasting event, and perhaps a one-time engagement email from an in-house tool. Rollback rule. If fulfillment errors exceed 5% or negative feedback appears, pause and revert to manual fulfillment for clarity. Let the process lead here. Keep it narrow.
Love that. For listeners, here's the worksheet challenge. By the end of this episode, fill the one page in the show notes. Define your cohort, pick one non-monetary reward, and schedule the 21-day calendar. We'll run a 60-90-second on-air walkthrough in a moment, so you can map it in real time. Now, role play. Let's map a customer through discovery to reward delivery. Stryker, you're the bakery POS system. Nova, you're the owner. Pulse, you're the frontline barista. I'll be the customer who loves weekend pastries. Ready?
Deploying now. The POS shows a small opt-in prompt at checkout. Join our weekly Crumb Club, early tasting invites, and priority holds. The customer taps yes, and the POS issues a hashed short ID tied to this opt-in. No name leaves the system.
As owner, I see the suggested cohort list in the dashboard. Customer has 3 Saturday visits in 30 days. Flag as consistent weekend guest. The system suggests sending an invite after the next purchase. Suggest don't auto-send. I approve the message.
As barista, I get a staff prompt. Offer a Sunday mini tasting invite. Member hour, 9-10 a.m. Mention their favorite, olive loaf. I say, hey, since you come in on Saturdays, we'd love you at a members tasting Sunday. Want to join? The customer smiles and accepts. Fulfillment. Add the reserved loaf to the pick list for Sunday morning.
And the customer, they feel noticed, not marketed at. No coupon code, no discount, just recognition and access. That's viral energy because it spreads by word of mouth more than a coupon ever would.
Quick reminder, consent lives at checkout, and opt-out is one click from any message. Keep logs short-lived and auditable. If you're using an external service for messaging, ensure it adheres to your retention policy and never receives raw PII.
For listeners building this, start with a dev-light approach. Use spreadsheets or a simple database with tokenized IDs. Implement a tiny webhook that emits suggestion events to a staff queue. No heavy ML required. Even rule-based thresholds get you the lift if the experience is right. Precision wins because you iterate fast.
Operational checklist snapshot. One-page fulfillment checklist. Single pilot owner. Daily 10-minute stand-ups. And customer feedback capture after week 2. If you see fulfillment errors, pause, fix the checklist, and rerun a small batch. Systems never sleep, but you can test them gently.
All right, 3 immediate plays you can run this week. 1. Launch a one-card opt-in at checkout for a non-monetary perk. Track opt-ins and frequency. 2. Design a single tailored experience, an invite, priority hold, or micro experience, and commit to fulfilling it reliably. 3. Run a 21-day pilot with a single owner, a $500 budget cap, and daily 10-minute stand-ups. That's it. Simple, human, measurable. Before we close, quick answers to the risks we flagged. If rewards risk margin, start with perceived value low-cost perks. For privacy, require explicit opt-in and use hashed IDs. For staff confusion, keep fulfillment to one mechanic and one owner. These are small controls that avoid big failures.
Listener challenge now. 60 seconds. Open the worksheet in the episode notes. Write down your cohort definition in one sentence, pick the single reward, and block 30 minutes next week to train staff on the one-page checklist. That small calendar commitment is the difference between a pilot and a paper plan.
And if you want to be conservative, set a cap on cohort size for the pilot, 50 customers max, so you can monitor margin and operational strain closely.
clarity achieved, small cohorts, short windows, explicit opt-in.
Final technical tip. Keep logs that map suggestion, action, outcome for 90 days so you can attribute lift. That simple telemetry gives you the feedback loop to iterate. Architecting the fix here is mostly about measurement, not magic.
Okay, that's the loyalty loop. Human-first rewards, minimal signals, scrappy tech, and a 21-day pilot you can run under $500. Find the templates, the one-page worksheet, and a step-by-step checklist in the episode notes at apexblue.ai/episodes. Try it, measure it, come back and tell us what worked. Humans love this stuff. Let's make it irresistible.